soul on it. What else am I supposed to do? Ain't no one better than you. HBCU.
Welcome all to Point A, Point B, where the NBA playoffs has started and we too tired to stay up late. We are excited to talk about sports. We are excited to talk about sports today, especially in this NBA heavy episode. I know you guys are excited because you guys love the NBA just like we love the NBA. Before I get into it, anything at all, I want to make sure I say what's up to our hosts that we have on the show today. Starting on my immediate right, if you are watching from home, I hope you are watching on Twitch. I see some people are coming in right now, and some people also are coming in on YouTube. I want to say hello to the magnificent, the ever so holy Brooklyn. What's going on, baby? How you feeling?
Wow. It's amazing to be back here on Point A, Point B. Big shout out to Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, man. If you can't hear it, Brooklyn swallowed Ja Rule. So going to the immediate left on the
who would it be with OU?
Yo. He sounds demonic, gang. To my immediate left, we got a man who has graced our presence with centuries and centuries and centuries of experience. Our boy Pharaoh, how you doing, baby? How you feeling?
Man, what's cracking, y'all? What's going on?
Man, it is gonna be an amazing show. I'm excited, man. We got old people all over the place. Also in the building, I got special guests in the building, my family in the background, but we are super excited to talk about sports today. Let's get right into it. I want to start off by saying this real quick. I'm gonna back the camera up because it's all over my face right now. Last week, if you guys were watching the show, me and Pharaoh were having a spirited conversation about this past week on Tuesday. We were having a spirited conversation about the reason why the coach of the Nuggets got fired, right? I said, and will forever say, if you got Westbrook on your team, your coaching position at 5. You out of there. Enjoy your time. You're about to be on the way out. And what happened? He got fired. I told Pharaoh it was Westbrook every time. He thought it was a joke. He was laughing in my face. And then the truth came out. That man got fired because of Westbrook. If I want you to say it for all these people, all right?
No.
Say it.
If you gonna give me the floor, no. He got fired because he was holding people accountable because of Westbrook's work ethic. 1, 2. Westbrook is Jokic's guy. Jokic is also telling people like, hey, if he doing this to improve, we should be doing the same thing. So it's not all on Malone and it's not all on Westbrook. No.
So Malone was also Jokic's guy. He knew Jokic longer. Malone went to go meet Jokic. He took a plane to Jokic's home country to meet his damn horse. So you telling me right now that Jokic would rather have Westbrook on his team?
And that's like meeting the man's
Then
wife.
Mike Malone, who he won a championship with?
How did I meet his wife? What?
To Jokic don't care about nothing but them horses. Have you seen him and those horses? He wanted to get out that parade to say, yo, I gotta go home with my horses.
Let me say, he's like, it's not because of his horses, man. It's not that. I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
It's right now, it's because of Russell Westbrook.
He almost said WrestleMania.
I have it on my mind, man. A few days away this weekend.
You might as well call it WrestleMania. He pinned that job to the mat and got it up out of there. Let's talk about let's hop right over it, man. Talk more about what's going on, man. If you did not see it, right, we had an amazing game, overtime game. I went down to the wire where the Clippers were able to finish the job, as wrestling fans may say, finish the story. Did they big one? And in this game, you got to see the big players be big players. I was excited for it. Let me tell you what happened, man. We got to see. We see here. Steph Curry dropped an astounding 36 points, going 10 for 20, 7 for 12 from the 3-point line. Gave it all he had. Jimmy Butler even dropped 30 points in this game, going 12 for 20, giving everything he had as well. Great showing from them on the opposite side, man. You gotta look at what the Clippers were able to do. They were able to get 22 and 17 from Zubac. They were able to get 13 from Kawhi Leonard, and they were able to get 39, 7, and 10 from James Harden.
Yeah.
From James Harden. This game ended with the score 124-119 in overtime. This was a game, y'all. This had a game 7 feel. And with this game ending the way it did, and Minnesota obviously beating the weak Utah team, the playoffs have been set. That's the reason why we're having a show at this time, so we can talk about that. Fellas, let's talk about it, man. Were you surprised that the Warriors lost this game and are heading to the play-in right now?
I actually watched this one all the way through. I was watching the Lakers game during it, and I'll tell you, James Harden, I usually don't believe in him, but he was cooking this game. Zubac looked dominant in the paint, and when it came down to the wire, when I thought James was going to choke the game away, he actually made the buckets that mattered the most.
Farrell?
I'm not too surprised because of how the Clippers have been using Zubac this year. And, you know, the Warriors don't really have the size in the middle to contend with a center that's playing quote-unquote big. And Zubac was playing big all year. So, honestly, it didn't really surprise me that, you know, they were able to pull that to win this game. But playoffs, different animal. So, we're going to see.
I'm so sad that this game right here was not, that these two are not going to meet in the playoffs, because this will be a 7 game. I really thought this would be a 7 game series, because you, as much as you got a big game from the I'm going to call it the Clipper Big Three, because Zubac has been consistent this season with providing double doubles and putting up big numbers and being the big body, especially when other teams don't have that big. Zubac is that big, and shout out to Pelinka and Magic Johnson for trading him to the Clippers for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah,
absolutely nothing, bro.
Yeah.
If we had Zubac, AD would still be playing for the Lakers. So, but either way, I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
But this now sets it, right? Now this sets it for what it is. We understand what the playoffs are looking like. The playoffs are now, you know, I should say. I'll show you exactly what I mean. With this happening, we get to talk about the future now, right? Because this already happened. The past happened, and I'm so excited this happened. But we get to talk about the future now, and the future is this. You guys ready? This is the future.
Sir. Let's get it.
Okay.
Let's hit it.
Let me go ahead, Farrell.
No, I'm waiting.
They don't say your words.
What
you gonna say?
Oh, the future is Lakers in 5.
Oh yeah, no, we already know that. They ain't gonna be disrespectful. They ain't gonna be disrespectful. Be disrespectful. Able to talk about it. I'm stuttering. So excited.
I'm so sad, man. I'm excited for the playoffs, honestly. This should be one of the most exciting NBA playoffs I've seen in a while.
I have no doubt it's gonna be what we exciting series. Playoff full of series, I should say. Because nobody looks weak, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't see any clear, like, that's a sweep, they're going home, or like guarantee it.
Yeah.
Not too many if there's 1 or 2.
Let's look at. Go ahead, Farrell. I'm bringing it back up right now.
I'm sorry. Yeah, what I was going to say is that in every series, like all the way through, you can look and say, if this player right here plays this way, they can upset this team. You can look at that in every series and say that.
Right.
Yep.
We look at. Oh my God, I'm stuttering like somebody wind up my toy.
Today, Junior.
We look at the playoff bracket. Look at the playoff bracket right now. Shut up, y'all. The playoff bracket right now, I don't see the Warriors losing 2 games in a row. But I'm gonna guess they're gonna be in the playoffs just about where they're gonna be facing the Ace. They're gonna be facing the 1st seed or the 2nd seed. I'm imagining they're gonna beat the Grizzlies. I'm not gonna say handily, but the Grizzlies are gonna be in that A spot. This is my imagination right now, right? I think Josh too focused on having reactions with guns and then now grenades. I think he's too focused on that right now to be able to lock in for this focused version of Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
And we've seen an early version of what playoff Jimmy might look like. Pharaoh Blue said, Faisal said, you better not light a cigarette. There it is. Faisal, I tried. Faisal, I tried, Faisal. All right, I gave everything I had. I got everything I had.
Peso no better. Peso no better.
Everything I had, Peso. Everything I had.
Everything.
I'm gonna keep the close up right now while we in this little zone. But with this being what it is, and the Timberwolves win the game over the Jazz, they are now going to face the Lakers first round, and the Clippers are going to face the Nuggets first round. While the Warriors are looking after this week, I think this one they're gonna by Friday, you will see the Warriors versus the Rockets. That's my opinion. If you think differently, put your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. But more than anything else, we want to hear from y'all. Okay, please put your comments down. With this being the case and seeing what you guys just seen from the Clippers, how do you see this first round matchup with the Clippers and the Nuggets, who have a lot to prove with Mike Malone being fired?
I'll let you go ahead, Pharaoh.
I think this is the one team the Nuggets did not want to play against in the playoffs.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm listening.
I could because of the fact that they have Kawhi, who's still a good defender. Then who you gonna have to guard James Harden? Then Jokic, Jokic's gonna do what he do, but he gonna have to contend with Zubac. He's not gonna whimper because he's playing against Jokic. He's gonna play strong like he plays strong like everybody else. So Clippers can get him up out of here.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, Jokic and them boys played today. They played the whole game essentially. Jokic had 30 minutes tonight. Jamal Murray played 24 minutes, kind of limited minutes. Westbrook played 22 minutes. He had himself a pretty efficient game. Only 1 turnover today from Russ. If they keep that up, they might go far in the playoffs. I don't see that actually happening. But with this being the case, man, you didn't see really a dominant game from Jokic, man. He only dropped 18, 7 to 7. And Jamal Murray coming back from that injury is looking like, young Jamal Murray, giving us only 16.7 rebounds, going 6 for 16. I think this Clipper team, especially getting rid of PG, right, got a lot to prove. And they don't have Doc Rivers anymore. They don't got PG anymore.
They don't got Pat Bev. Dog,
hey, chill on Pat Bev. Chill on Pat Bev, man.
No, I'm saying
chill on Pat Bev.
Yeah, but there's certain things they don't got. They don't got that. I feel like they're missing still things, but I still got the Clippers taking it in 5.
They got dogs. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brooklyn.
I got the Clippers taking it in 5, and I will say it only because of one person, and this goes back to the first conversation we were having, Russell Westbrook. I don't believe in him at all. I believe that he is actually a cancer to any team. And because he's on that Nuggets team, they're gonna get dominated upon the middle. They're missing a whole backcourt when Russell Westbrook's out there, and that's just gonna hinder them, especially against the Clippers.
Well, what they do have, right? If Norman Powell plays well, they have 4 players that can go out there and drop 20 at any point in time, right? But what they do have, and people sleep on this because they hate Ben Simmons. But Ben Simmons matches up against Aaron Gordon very well. Very well. Ben Simmons is 6'10", 6'9", 6'10". He's a defensive powerhouse, and he matches up with Aaron Gordon very well.
You don't need to do much but play defense.
That's what I'm saying. You can sit him out there like a Vanderbilt type of player, and then, that can pass the ball.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't have this going. You said in 5 games?
I got
Brooklyn?
Clippers in 5. That's not like Lakers in 5, though. That's a Clippers in 5.
I got Clippers in 6, man. Is that
I'm
crazy?
thinking 6 also.
Is that crazy? I got Clippers in 6.
No.
I got Nuggets taking 2 games.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You taking their 2 home games? They're 2 home.
This might go to game 7. I think we shitting on Jokic way too much. Like, he matters.
See,
Jokic
that does
matters.
matter. He does
Jokic
matter.
matters.
I believe. I
does.
said it was Jokic for MVP and all that good stuff. And I get how great and wonderful of a player he is. It's not gonna matter that much when you're going against too much. But in James Harden shooting the way he has been shooting, especially in this last game, Kawhi coming back, and there ain't no load management in the playoffs. There's none.
Well,
He's playing.
The X factor to me is Zubac, because Zubac is going to put extra pressure on Jokic. Jokic is the focal point of offense. If you can see it and say, it does help when Jamal Murray is there, but Jokic is the absolute focal point of offense. He makes the thing go.
100%.
So he got to run the offense, and then now on defense, he has to guard Zubac. He has to.
Yeah, well, Zubac's on battle him on the board. He's very aggressive. Zubac is a very strong player.
Yeah,
it's not going to be a time where Jokic is going to have that ability to be able to sit back and just relax. Because Zubac is a player that actually does matter, offensively and defensively. So I mean, I'm a little nervous, man. I want to say 7, right? And I want to say 7 because I know what kind of player Zubac is, right? He's strong. He actually has a little bit of a post game. I want to say 7. I think I got Clippers in 7, bro. I got Clippers in 7. I think Nuggets go home. They get the rest of their laurels because they got rid of their coach early. And in the Clippers, I think what's not being talked about the most when it comes to them is they're actually winning by subtraction. Like I said before, they don't have Westbrook this year like they had last year. They don't have to worry about that whole Westbrook dynamic off the bench, not being productive, heavy turnovers in the playoffs. And James Harden, man, is somebody that can get you to at least a second round. That's been proven in his career. And I think he has the most to prove. And we're gonna talk about this on our show this week coming up. I think that James Harden has more to prove, more than anybody else their series, even more than Russell Westbrook. I think he has more to prove because nobody sees Russell Westbrook as like an actual perennial guy when it comes to the playoffs, but James Harden was supposed to be, right?
Yeah,
right.
And we see how he left Houston.
Yeah,
and then we see how he what happened in Brooklyn, and then we see how he left Philly, how turbulent and loud that was, right? He got to do something, and as long as Kawhi stays healthy, I mean, bro.
And the thing we're not talking about is, the fact that Malone was fired.
Yeah.
You have an assistant that's the interim head coach that does not have experience coaching in the playoffs, and Tyronn Lue does. So coaching does matter.
Coaching matters. I mean,
coaching matters.
He was an assistant. He was assistant coach in the playoffs when they,
Yeah, but it's different. It's different when you're the head man. Not only does Tyronn Lue have experience coaching in the playoffs, Tyronn Lue has experience coaching being a championship head coach. So coaching matters.
You have to coach LeBron, and LeBron's not easy to coach. You don't coach LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, you do coach LeBron. You just gotta be a good coach to coach LeBron. I feel like that's
coach to coach LeBron.
I feel like that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah,
because
crazy.
you know what else is crazy? You know why? You gotta be a good coach to coach LeBron. I feel like people look at coaching as just like a simple one-part job, right? And right now we're looking at Houston because we'll talk about Houston a little bit as well. For the Houston fans out there, I think we have to have a serious conversation about them. When it comes to coaching LeBron, I'm gonna be real quick with this too because he's not the point of this conversation. We'll get to the Lakers a little bit later on in the show, but when it comes to coaching LeBron, man, and being a coach in general, it's not just about the plays that you call on the floor that they trust JJ Redick to do, right? It's the lineups that you put out there. Do you call timeouts when we're on a run? You know what I'm saying? When the other team is on a run, I should say. You know what I mean? Will you challenge calls? Do you have the vision to be able to challenge calls? Do you fight for your team? Right?
Yeah.
And when it came to Darvin Ham, you didn't see any of that. Right? It's a real famous clip of LeBron James spazzing out, throwing his arms all over the place because Darvin Ham didn't want to challenge a call in the playoffs when they were down 0-3 versus the Denver Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? And it is this mindset and being able to make changes and stuff like that and keep players ready that matters when it comes to coaching a star player. So I will say this about Dave Adelman, because Dave Adelman is the father, as his son, Rick Adelman is the father. Dave Adelman was an assistant coach in their championship season. So he has a ring on his finger too. He knows these players as well. And he's not playing the Westbrook game. Right?
But like I was saying, you know, it's a different thing when you the assistant and when you the head man. Like, you know, what you're saying is true. He does have experience being in that coaching staff and when the ring, everything else. But when you're the one calling these shots, when the buck stop with you, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah. You know, I'm excited to see what's going to happen in these games, especially when it comes to the Western Conference. We're going to talk about the Eastern Conference too, because those seedings have been set for a long time, and I don't want to shade out too much from the Eastern Conference because we got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna quickly, because I don't want to waste too much time with just having this up. My fault to y'all. But we're gonna hop right over, right? And we're gonna talk about sorry about that. We're gonna talk about the Eastern Conference as well, right? I want to be able to jump in between. Okay. What is your favorite matchup of the Eastern Conference coming out? And then you also can use potential matchups too, as the ones come out of the play-in. Who you think is gonna come out of that Atlanta Hawks versus the Magic game is going against the Celtics? But we just did see the Magic beat the Celtics this past week. We were talking about that. And the Pacers just packed up the Cleveland Cavaliers. So what is your favorite matchup you see coming out of the East right now for this first round?
For me personally, I think it's my team, or my secondary team versus Pharaoh's team, the 3 versus the 6. Knicks versus Detroit. The big bodega. Bing bong, fuck your life.
That's going to be one of the ones.
I think that's actually going to be a crazy matchup. I actually said earlier, I do believe in Detroit. I think Detroit's lineup and the way that they've been running this year has been very successful, and just pinpointing Cade's talent. But Big Bodega, he's the Big Bodega. Cat is fitted in one of the most perfect offensive situations he could have been traded to. So that's a matchup I'm excited to. And I do think that one's going all the way to 7.
Yo, real quick. Go ahead, Pharaoh.
Now I was going to say this. I was going to say the same matchup, but also, me personally, if Orlando gets to play Boston, ooh-wee.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Ooh-wee.
That's gonna be a good one.
because Orlando, just like Boston, Orlando's not dependent on just one person to score. They have a lot of people. They have at least 3 people that can get you 20.
I will say this. Real quick. I want to jump in because I don't want to I don't want to stray too far. I wanted to say this when he was talking about the Knicks versus the Detroit Pistons. This game has a different level of energy for me because, first of all, the Pistons are very scrappy, and the Knicks are going to be able to go deeper in their bench to be able to get past Detroit. But let me tell you something right now about Detroit. Cade Cunningham has a lot to prove right now because he said in a recent interview that he wants to be considered the best player in the league. He doesn't. He said when you look at the league, you say you look at the league, it's way too many players that could take that spot. But Cade Cunningham came out. He's one of a few people that came out of the draft with a high expectation because of his talent level. And I remember because I went to Vegas to watch him in the playing in the summer league games of the year he was drafted. He didn't play. I was kind of mad about it. You know what I'm saying? But the aura that man had, or you know what I'm saying, or just like the mindset everybody had about him, it was palpable in that building. They were excited to see him even though he wasn't playing. You know what I'm saying? That was a year that Westbrook went to the Lakers. I remember because I saw LeBron and Westbrook in that. I cried. I cried seeing LeBron there, dapping up Drewski, but that's a different story. Not for now. You know, I shed a tear. But I think honestly, man, I think we are. I said to say this. Even with that series being excited as it's going to be, I think we sleep way too much on this Bucks Pacers series. The Pacers knocked out the Bucks first round last year, right? So this is going to be one you have to pay attention to. I think that's going to be the best series. I'm not going to lie to you.
If I'm being real, like we said earlier, this is probably the first time in some years I've been excited about the playoffs totally, because I think every series got something for you. Every single one. I don't think there's one where you say, like Brooklyn said, where you look and say, "Oh man, I ain't gonna watch it. I already know what's gonna happen." You really gotta pay attention to all of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Nah. I'm excited for the East Coast. I think that Magic series is gonna be different, right? Because when it comes to talent level, the Magic kind of match up really well. I said this. If the Magic get past the Hawks, and do not sleep on the Hawks.
We talked about this.
Trey, don't sleep on the Hawks. Dyson Daniels has been a late season conversation about Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, the Great Barrier Thief.
Yeah. Dyson Daniels has been in that conversation. So we can't sleep on the Hawks, and you know that Trey Young loves nothing more than stopping people when they're supposed to be where they're supposed to be. And if he's able to get to the Celtics, we thought he might lose against the 76ers, and he didn't.
Yeah, he activated.
And he would love to get to the Knicks in the second round. That's where he will place in the second round.
Yeah, I was gonna say, New York has
Speaking of the Knicks in the second round, I know you told me not to do this, but I'm sure I'm gonna say it. If Cade activate the way Young activates in the playoffs, the Pistons can win that series. But it depends on what he does.
It doesn't depend. It's not about Cade. It's not about Cade. I promise you it's not about Cade. Because you're not gonna look me in my eye and say that Cade and Jalen Brunson don't cancel each other out in this series. They do. It's about how they defend. I'm telling you, it's about that Cat matchup. Because Cat is going to be the person that really shows who's going to make it out of this round. It's going to be about that Cat. Can Jalen Duren, your boy Duren, can he stop Cat?
Cat can go off on 50 on any night.
Cat's going to pull whoever it is, whether it's Beef Stew or Jalen Duren. He's going to pull them out of the paint. That's going to happen. So I don't know what kind of defense they're gonna play. The Knicks don't get to that bucket. They the third seed for a reason.
Now they can either Duren guard Cat on the perimeter, or they can put a Sir Thompson on him.
But Sir Thompson ain't guarding them. That's a mismatch.
Okay.
A mismatch. It's a mismatch. All they're gonna do is spread the floor and give it to Cat as low as possible. Pause.
Cat gonna like it. He's zesty.
Come on. Come on.
We gonna see. We're gonna see
about that.
Who in their head now?
We gonna see.
God.
Yes,
So let's talk about the play-in tournament, right? We got the Bulls in Miami. We got Magic, and I want all of us to take. I'm not doing this whole if and. You got to stand on something. You got to stand on something. Who are your four teams coming out of the play-in tournament? You got to stand on it. I don't want to hear nothing. Stand on it. Stand on it.
I'll say it right now.
Go ahead, fam.
On the West, the Kings and the Warriors.
Kings over Grizzlies?
Wait a minute. Aren't the Kings playing the Mavericks?
The winner of that game goes to that next round where the 9th and the 8th are going to be at. And then the loser of that Warriors and Grizzlies game goes to that, and they play for that 7th seed. I mean, for the 8th seed. So the winner of that 9th and 10th seed, the Kings versus the Mavericks, they play. If they win,
The loser.
they go to that next round in the play-in. The loser of that Warriors game goes to that next round, and the winner goes right to the 7th seed, right to Houston.
Then go ahead, Brooklyn. Let me think about this.
Because whoever's in the 9th and 10th, they got to win twice.
Yeah, you gotta win twice.
9th and 10th got to win twice.
Because this is what I'm saying. You're not, like we talked about, we're not gonna take Curry out of this.
Losing
Curry's
twice is crazy.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Brooklyn, stand on it.
So I got Curry definitely winning on that.
You got Curry 7th seed.
I got Curry 7th seed. He winning that first match.
Warriors 7th seed.
So-
Okay.
So now you got Kings and Mavericks. You know Kings are gonna win that. But then they gotta go and play Memphis. And I don't think they're gonna get past Memphis. I don't at all.
I think they can beat them.
With Zach Edey, I like that Zach Edey. Zach Edey.
They're gonna win that one.
Dude, we got
Go-
Grizzlies versus OKC first round for you.
OKC first round.
All right, East side, go ahead. Stand on it.
East side, we going and we standing on this. I'm gonna be polite. I don't like Trae Young. Trae
Of
Young
course
gonna
not,
lose
Trae
this
Young.
one. Trae Young gonna lose that one. Because I want to see the Magic matchup. I want to see Magic versus Celtics. That's gonna be a great matchup. And I think actually Magic, like we said, has a chance to take the Celtics. I'm standing on that. I'm standing on business all 10 toes. Magic is beating the Hawks. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. This is where it really gets tricky.
Okay.
Because once again, I don't see the Hawks losing out. Hawks are gonna go play Cleveland first round. They still in it.
Farrell, you want to go? You want me to go next?
I got it. So, like I said earlier, the Warriors gonna win. They're gonna end up being 7th. I know everybody's saying the Grizzlies, but I do think the Kings gonna end up taking the 8th seed.
Mm.
And as for the East, I'm with Brooklyn all the way on that one. It's the Magic in 7th and the Hawks in 8th.
Yep. Bulls are not good enough, and neither is Miami.
So say it one more time, Farrell.
Orlando's gonna take the 7th seed,
Okay.
and the Hawks gonna take the 8th seed.
Okay. And then West Coast.
West Coast, Golden State Warriors gonna take the 7th. The Kings gonna take the 8th.
I just don't understand that one, but I hear you.
The way Zach LaVine has been playing,
This might
Especially
surprise you. This might surprise you.
All right, go ahead, Tones. I want to hear yours.
Might surprise you. I got Warriors losing to the Grizzlies in that first game.
Ooh.
I think Grizzlies beat them in that first game. Grizzlies take the 7th seed. They take the 7th seed against the Rockets. The Warriors beat the Kings in their game because that's the one everybody wanted to see anyway. The Bay versus the Bay versus the Laser, right? And the Warriors have the 8th seed against the OKC in the first round. Now, to me, that's a better first round. Okay, that's what I want to see. Okay, that's what I think is gonna happen. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you what. If it happens the way you say, OKC might be a little bit trouble.
Absolutely. Now for the East Coast. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with y'all. I got the Magic versus the Celtics in the first round. I will say this for Celtics fans: be afraid, be very afraid. Not just because of the matchups, but because also your boy Jaylen Brown has gotten a painkiller shot in his knee. He's nursing an injury, and without Jaylen Brown being 100%, I don't trust y'all making it through these playoffs.
I don't.
I don't
Wait a
give a
minute.
damn.
I'm sorry. Say that again, because I didn't.
Jaylen Brown just yesterday took a painkiller shot to his knee, so he's nursing the injury, a knee injury, throughout this playoffs. I do not trust them getting through this playoffs with him and the painkiller. Okay, that's one. Now, as far as the eighth seed, hear ye.
Uh-oh.
The Heat beats the Hawks and goes into the eighth seed against the Cavaliers. That's what I'm standing on. I think the Heat low key, because at the end of the day, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson about betting against that coach.
Spo? You doing
I
this
learned my
because of
lesson
Spo?
about betting against Spo.
Hold on.
And then
we won't have a Spo slander now.
No, I know
Spo-
Spo slander. I'm just saying, not just with this team he has.
Yo, you still. Hold on now. All right. People don't believe in Tyler Hero. That's cool, but if he get hot, it's over.
That's the first thing.
If he get hot, it's over.
Yeah.
Okay, every other team in there is if. You think Kobe White is? You believe it? You believe in Kobe White and them over the Heat?
I know. Actually, I said this, and my take was, I think the Heat are going to take over the Bulls, but I think that they're not strong enough to beat Atlanta. Atlanta
got one superstar on that team, and not a lot of great coaching, and he don't want to be there. So I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I'm sorry, I don't trust it. They second best player is a rookie.
I hear your argument. I hear the argument.
So
at the end of the day, I'm gonna take experience with Bam Adebayo, who been to an NBA, who been to two NBA champions, two finals, two final appearances, and got a gold medal. So I'm gonna lean on that. Right? I'm gonna lean on that. That's what I'm gonna lean on.
Okay. That's actually a fair place to lean.
So I got the Heat taking the 8th spot, the Magic taking that 7th spot, maintaining 8th spot. Like I said, the West, I got the Warriors in the 8th spot and the Grizzlies in the 7th spot. That's what I got. Y'all keep forgetting that the Grizzlies was a 3rd seed for most of the season. They were a 3rd seed for most of the season. You know what I'm saying? Houston Rockets was number 2. Grizzlies was number 3 for most of the season. So I'm gonna keep that energy, man. I like that. I like those matchups. I like those two. I like Dylan Brooks playing against his old team in the first round. I like that.
Man.
I like that. I like this shit. I want to see the shit talking that would happen in that playoff series. John Morant and Dylan Brooks talking sassy. Huh? Them calling Jaylen Brown a man humper. That's what I want to see. That's what he did in college. He humped the dude on camera.
Oh my God, that is true.
I want to see Jaylen Brown. I want to see Jaylen Brown and his. I want to see Jaylen Brown and his stepson being the same age on the sideline.
Doesn't Steven Adams play for the Rockets right now?
Yes.
Also an ex-Grizzly.
Yes, but he don't talk crap though. He's a nice guy.
No.
He's a nice guy.
Steven Adams is awesome.
He's a nice guy. But that Warriors and Thunder series, explosive. Because if it's anybody that can coach through that series, it's Steve Kerr. When it comes to who gonna stop, listen, I'm not even worried about SGA. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If the Warriors play SGA in that first round, he better drop 60 every game, because if the Warriors win the first game, they might lose. If the Warriors win the first game in that series, Thunder lose the series.
Yep.
Thunder lose the series. If they take home court, it's over. It's over. They might drop the Thunder in 5 games. On my mother.
Right.
On my mama. You think, you look at what Steph Curry do to young players in the playoffs.
I'm with you when you're right.
He sent De'Aaron Fox home.
Yep.
He sent Ja home.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox balled out too.
He do this,
ball-
bro.
And De'Aaron Fox was balling out. De'Aaron Fox was balling out in that series too, for real.
So, with that being said, and y'all already stood on that, who's making it out of the first round for y'all? Let's do this real quick, y'all. Real quick. First round, who's the second round matchups? Go.
You want to go with like just one by one with each other?
Let's go ahead. Go ahead. Second round matchups.
All right.
Top four. Go to West first. Top four.
So are we going off of ours or yours? Because if we do an OKC,
no. It's your. Who you got coming out of the second? Going on the first round. Go.
all right, mine would be OKC versus the Grizzlies, and I definitely got the Grizzlies coming out of it. I got the Grizzlies easily coming out of that quickly. I already told you. We already said Clippers. I got Clippers in 5.
You got Grizzlies beating the Thunder?
I got voice come back to me. I got the Grizzlies beating the Thunder.
Nah,
if
you
they
chatting.
make it there.
You chatting. I don't believe you.
I stand on
I don't believe
that.
you. I don't believe you. Are you sure?
On everything. I got the Grizzlies beating the Thunder.
So you got
They
Grizzlies.
gotta make it there.
You
They
got
gotta make it
Grizzlies.
there.
You got Grizzlies Clippers second round.
I got Grizzlies Clippers second round.
You got
I-
Grizzlies
I'll tell
beating
you
the
easy.
Thunder and making to the Clippers in the
Making
second
it to
round.
the like, hey, I can even tell you who gonna win that matchup, but you ain't gonna like it. No, I wouldn't do that shit. I see, I got there, bitch. Sorry, my bad. Nah, I wouldn't be that. You had to go get the drug test. We had to bring the newspaper in.
Okay. Okay, I got Warriors going the second round because I said they're going to get their seed. Clippers because I think they're going to beat the Nuggets. Lakers.
What you got?
No. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. No, I said it wrong.
You had the
I
Warriors.
had Warriors and Rockets. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had the Warriors and Rockets and the Kings. The Kings against
Oh yeah.
against
Kings.
OKC. Okay.
Oh, they wasn't
Okay,
able to
see.
hear me that entire time. Ain't nobody say nothing. They wasn't able to hear me that entire time.
I didn't have the stream up on my phone. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Y'all in the chat, say something in the chat. Don't just sit there and get ghosted.
Okay. OKC versus Clippers.
OKC versus Clippers. All right. Basic.
Then it's gonna be who?
OKC versus Clippers. You got
It'll be Lakers.
no.
Hold
OKC
on,
versus
hold
Clippers,
on.
bro. Keep that. All right, because y'all didn't hear me, obviously, because my mic was out and people too childish to tell me anything. Y'all dirty. Y'all dirty.
See.
Y'all dirty. I'm kind of glad my mic muted because I said some stuff in there I probably shouldn't have said out loud anyway. So shout out to my mic for you know what I'm saying, for doing this job. But
New.
just so I could let y'all know who I said. I said I had the Warriors losing against the Grizzlies in the play-in, and then the Grizzlies are going to be the 7th seed, and the Warriors are going to be beating the Kings going into the 8th seed versus the OKC. So I say this, like I said, if the Warriors win game 1, it's over for the Thunder. If they win game 1, it is over for the Thunder. The Thunder are going to losing that series in 5 games. If they lose that first game, losing that first home court advantage. I got I got the Warriors second round.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we all agree. I got Clippers coming out of that Clippers Nuggets round, but I got that being 7 games. So I got Warriors Clippers second round matchup. That's running back from tonight. Brooklyn will do the third, 6th, 2nd, and 7th Western Conference.
All right, this one's super easy. We already know, and I'll tell you right now, LeBron, Lakers, Luka, they're making it to the second round, and they're gonna have to face the young and talented Houston Rockets. Rockets, Lakers, round 2, easy money.
And who'd you have in that first round versus the Rockets again?
Oh, I had the Warriors.
So you got the Rockets beating the Warriors, and you got the Grizzlies, and you got the Grizzlies beating the. You got
that.
You got the Grizzlies beating. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
Hold on, bro. We're gonna talk about this because I want you to write this down. I want you to
bro.
record this.
It's
because
on air.
When it happens,
it's
I want you to remember
it's
this.
on YouTube and it's on Twitch. They both getting the same thing.
Remember this.
Say it.
I told you, Lakers, Houston. I got Houston beating the Warriors in 7.
You got Houston beating the Warriors. Okay, so Houston getting past the Warriors, bro.
There's a reason why they're the 2nd seed right now. There's a reason. Curry.
You know why?
You know why
They're the 2nd seed right now.
Why?
You know why? Because that trade didn't happen to damn near the season was over, and since the Warriors have gotten Jimmy Butler, they've been one of the best teams in the West.
These are facts.
They're one of the best teams in the West. They packed everybody up when they got Jimmy Butler. Everybody.
These are facts.
They one of the best defensive teams in the league now with Jimmy and Draymond. And you got them losing first round to the Rockets?
When we were about to go with your schedule and it was going to be OKC versus Warriors, I got OKC beating Warriors.
So either way, you got the Warriors dropping out of the first round.
I got Warriors out.
So you got the Grizzlies. What's your argument, Brooklyn? There's a reason why the Grizzlies are the 8th seed. Do you understand it was 1 game between the 4th seed and the 8th seed?
Yes.
So the Warriors could have easily have been the 4th seed?
4th seed.
So there's not a reason why they're the 4th seed. They lost 1 game. It took a lot of things happening for them to be able to get. Do you understand how close the seeding was at the end of the season?
There was a reason I was watching those last few games on the multi-screen right there. Yes.
And the Warriors,
I'm telling you now, the Rockets are going to go ahead and beat the Warriors, and no
the
matter
Grizzlies,
what.
And you got the Grizzlies beating the Thunder.
Grizzlies. I got the Grizzlies beat. I don't believe in the Thunder. But
I don't believe in them getting to the finals. I don't believe in getting to the finals, but I'm not. But we're not going to sit here and act like they're going to lose in the first round against the Grizzlies.
No, I don't see that.
Go ahead, Pharaoh, bro.
I don't see that.
Go ahead, Pharaoh, bro.
You told me I'm standing on it.
Well, the second part of my West is Lakers Warriors.
Lakers Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I have the Rockets there, so I got Lakers Rockets. Because the Grizzlies aren't beating anybody in the fucking first round. You hear that, Brooklyn? The Grizzlies aren't beating anybody. I don't give a damn where they land.
I don't see the.
I don't give a damn where they land.
I don't see that happening.
Brooklyn, to be honest with you, bro, you better hope they make it out of the play-in. Dead ass.
That part.
Dead ass. Because there's a future where they don't make it out the play-in.
There is.
Well, stop it.
That was the reason why I picked the Kings and not them. That's the reason why I picked the Kings and not them.
Stop. My God, bro. Yeah, I got Lakers Rockets going into the second round. Let's go Eastern Conference. First, 8th, 4th, and 5th. Brooklyn, go. I'm scared to hear what the fuck you got to say now. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Go.
Why?
Cause you just said the Grizzlies are gonna beat the Thunder in the first round. Go, just go.
I had Cleveland. I had Cleveland and I believe the Hawks.
You got the Hawks beating the Celtics in the first round. I'm sorry.
No.
First,
no.
okay, yeah, okay. You got Cleveland versus the Hawks. And,
Cleveland versus the Hawks.
Okay.
I got Cleveland taking that. So I got Cleveland, and I got the Pacers.
Okay.
I got Cleveland and I got the Pacers going to the second round.
Okay, I'm good with that. Farrell?
I got the Cavs and the Bucks.
By the Bucks.
Not enough. Not enough. Dame Lillard is out with a blood clot, and they still got Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham. And they're going to be starting Taurean Prince.
He just said Darvin Ham. No other reason, just Darvin Ham.
They got Doc Rivers, Darvin Ham, and Taurean Prince all on the same floor, breathing the same air. Breathing the same air. They might not win 2 games in that series, bro. This is the difference, Farrell. This is the reason why the Pacers are the 4th seed. The East is different than the West. The Pacers are the 4th seed for a reason. The Bucks just got there. All right, the Bucks just got there. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Pascal Siakam, Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner.
Pascal Siakam honestly makes that team. Honestly,
and you gonna believe in the Terminator body moving. He moved like the Terminator. Brooke Lopez and Portis, Bobby Portis coming back.
Yeah,
not playing all year long. And Taurean Prince. You believe in Taurean Prince that much?
No, not so much. I believe in Taurean Prince.
Okay, so what do you believe in? What are the Bucks? What part? Because it can't be about the Pacers, right? You can't say you don't believe in the Pacers. They beat them last year, right? So what about the Bucks makes you believe they have enough with Giannis to get past the Pacers?
I've been watching how. Now look, I've been watching how Kuzma been playing, how Porter been playing. Look, I think they got enough.
I watched the Pacers. I watched the Pacers beat 2 top Western teams without Halliburton on the floor. With Obi Toppin being their best player hitting game-winning shots.
Not Obi Toppin.
Obi Toppin.
That's a crazy name.
You can call it what you want to. All right. Pacers done beat everybody. So wow, Farrell, wow. Like I said before, I had Cavaliers versus the Heat in that first round. I got Cavs getting out of that round pretty handily. There might be a sweep on that round. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I got the Pacers. Dropping the Bucks, and I got Pacers in 5.
Pacers in 5.
Pacers in 5. Brooklyn, man. Third and 6, second and 7. Go.
This one again, kind of basic.
Say something crazy. I swear to God.
No, honestly, this one's again kind of basic. I had Celtics play in Orlando. I know how we feel. It's going to be a great matchup. Nice if Jaylen Brown, but with the team as is, I do got Celtics taking it. I got Celtics and I got the Knicks. Boston versus New York, classic second round. Going to be awesome.
Farrell. I'm gonna let you rock. I ain't gonna say too much. I'll wait till my take. Go ahead, Farrell. Farrell, we can't hear you. You muted.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the Celtics. I'm gonna shake up these dice. The Celtics and the Magic. Talk about that first. We already talked about how well the Magic match up against the Celtics, and then hearing that news about Jaylen Brown, I do think the Magic can win that series.
If y'all don't know what he's talking about, real quick, I'm gonna jump in for real quick because I was muted. Jaylen Brown, if you haven't heard the news, Jaylen Brown just received a painkiller shot to his knee. He's going to be nursing an injury throughout the rest of the playoffs this season. Jaylen Brown.
Now,
so go ahead, Farrell.
And I know Tony and I have gone back and forth with this Knicks Pistons series, and there's something I did some research. There's something I looked about, did not know. They played 4 games this season. Pistons won 3 of them. I'm taking the Pistons.
Pharaoh? I like that. I got Pistons first round, getting past the Knicks. I got Pistons first round, getting past the Knicks in 6 games. And they fire Coach Thibodeau in the morning. You hear me? Coach Tibbs is done. When players start speaking out against you before the playoffs start, it's always a bad omen. The bad omen. So I got the Detroit Pistons beating the Knicks, right? In 6 games. Now, I feel bad for that team too. Going to get Cat and everything else. Now we talking about the Magic and the Clippers. This is my only worry. Magic and the Celtics. I'm sorry about that. This is my only worry about this series. Hear me out. Jaylen Brown is nursing that knee, right? Now, Jason Tatum can go dumb, but so can Franz Wagner and Paolo. This is about Porzingis being healthy. This is about Porzingis being healthy. Because without his health, get the belt. It's belt ass. You hear me? If Porzingis ain't healthy, they might lose this in 6 games. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stand on this right now because I don't believe in them being healthy. Chat, you heard it here first. You got a problem? Call your mama and put it in the comments. I got the Pistons versus the Magic in the 2nd round.
Yup. Because the first time the first time me and Tone talked about this, we was like, nah, the Knicks gonna win that. And I'm like, I started looking at it again because I didn't want to be a homer because I'm a Pistons fan, and I really started researching what I'm like. Oh, Pistons won 3 out of 4 matchups this year.
Yes, yes, bro. Now I'm gonna say we gonna keep this energy. I want to make sure y'all mark it down, understand what's going on. We gonna keep this energy because the playoffs start next week, and when they do, we gonna have everything to talk about. But I wanna be able to provide y'all some facts, some NBA facts today. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this one? Let me switch over to the main screen, put our faces on the screen. We back this thing up like a U-Haul truck. I'm all close. I'm backing on up. So y'all ready? The 2nd generation Hooper, Bronny James, had his first career start for the Lakers versus the Blazers this season. It was a meaningless affair. They got their ass beat in the last game of the season. Didn't really care. Didn't play anybody. And he finished the game with 4 points, 12, 2 for 10 shooting. Wasn't his best showing, but he's a 55th pick. I'm not worried too much about that. As a trio, Cleveland Cavaliers registered career highs in the double overtime victory against the Indiana Pacers. Jalen Tyson had 31, Imani Bates had 25, and Naquan Tomlin had 24. First time that's happened. Cavaliers big man. I want y'all to guess how many rebounds. Don't look. Cavaliers big man grabbed how many rebounds? I'm not gonna tell you his name. Just tell me the rebounds. How many you think?
Jared Allen grabbed 25.
Farrell?
Jared Allen, 17.
Tristan Thompson grabbed 20 rebounds. Tristan Thompson grabbed 20 boards.
Not Tristan Thompson.
Oh my God.
Not Tristan Thompson.
That's crazy.
Is it 2016?
It's 20. Yo, listen. One veteran player this year has started all 82 games. Guess who it is?
I already know who it is, but go ahead, Farrell. You want to take a crack at it?
Mike Conley?
Chris Paul. Chris Paul started every game of the season, becoming the first player in league history to play every regular season game in his 20th season or later.
Man,
Chris
shout out to Chris
Paul.
Paul.
Chris Paul played every game this season, Farrell.
I'm not
Every
surprised.
game.
Chris Paul, old school, man. And I'm not. That's not a shot at anybody who's younger than him. But I'm just saying, like that's a cloth he cut from.
No, that's a shot at some people. I'll take a shot at some people. That's a shot at Kawhi. That's a shot at the people who take the load management. You don't need to. You got this man in his 20th season playing every single game. He don't need to be. But he Wembanyama's gone. He's hurt. He could have started sitting down. He don't need to be. Is he? I believe they're not even in the playoffs. Play-ins, nothing.
Well, Chris
He
Paul,
don't need to be.
well, he's gonna do that because he's gonna set the example. So he's gonna play anyway.
Chris Paul's a leader, bro.
Yeah.
Chris
But
Paul's
whether
a
they in the
leader, bro.
playoff protection or not, he's gonna play every game because he's gonna set the example.
Absolutely. Let's move on to the next one. Y'all ready? Because these last ones before we go. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Orlando Magic suffered a 12-point defeat for the division rivals, the Atlanta Hawks. They lost, right? They lost.
Mhm.
But they can lose again to the Hawks. So you know, the Magic could easily, Farrell, be playing the Cavaliers, Nate. They finished their campaign. The Atlanta Hawks. I'm sorry, the Atlanta Magic finished their campaign 41-41, becoming the first team since the ABA-NBA merger in 1976 to win this division without a winning record. How ass do you gotta be to be a winner and a loser at the same time? This is a team that we said that was going to beat the Celtics. Barrel, we can't hear you.
I still think they are.
Okay. Farrell, four Milwaukee Bucks players, including one tonight, has joined a special party that has the likes of Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the only Bucks players to record a 40-10-5 game. Can you tell me who that player is? Without looking.
A 40-10-5 game?
Yep. This season. Tell me who that player is on that team. If you say Taurean Prince, I'll turn everything the fuck off. This show will be done.
I was gonna troll you and say Taurean Prince.
I knew it.
I knew it. I was gonna try. I swear to God,
I knew he was gonna say
this
that
show's
shit.
gonna be over.
Taurean Prince.
I want to say Lopez, but I don't think it was him.
Okay, hell no. Brooklyn, do you know?
I don't.
It's Pat Connaughton. Pat Connaughton dropped 43 in an overtime victory over the Detroit Pistons.
Oh, the white guy, right? No, that's Grayson.
No, Connaughton's white.
They'll look like.
Mavericks guard Jaden Hardy. This one is for you, Ash, if you're watching at home. Mavericks guard Jaden Hardy, Farrell, had a plus minus so bad it was the fourth worst this season. Only to be followed by third worst this week, mind you. Only to be followed by Jeremiah Robinson Earl, who had a negative 58, and Keon Brooks Jr., who had a negative 56. Can you tell me what you think his plus minus was?
20.
Okay.
I was gonna say 20, actually. Yeah.
36. I'm sorry, minus 44. A negative 44. How are you so bad to have a
Give you
negative
an average ass number.
44?
You so bad the minute you step on the court, the scores table just takes away points because you in the game.
44? First of all, Farrell, how the hell did you get a minus 50 in your plus minus? Bronny James has played multiple games for the Lakers and has not had a plus minus that bad. You hear me? Rookies are having plus minuses this bad.
I have no idea. I actually enjoyed the game that the Lakers did for all the rookies, and they look just fine. And I don't understand how you're this bad.
Jaden Hardy needs to be, when you get a plus minus negative 40 or negative, they should expel you from the league. You should have to play the next season in the G League automatically. Automatically. You can't even. They can't even call you up. You got to play a whole season down there.
No, they got to send you overseas. No.
What the fuck?
The Shanghai Sharks.
Negative 44 is disgusting. It's disgusting. Only 11 players appeared in all 82 games this season. You already know 2 of them, which is Chris Paul, and I'm guessing you probably could guess another one. He always does this. He has not missed a game in the season in like 7 years. Brooklyn, he's played for you. I swear to God, I will scream. He's played for your team. He played for the Suns.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin, shut up. Shut up. You done for the rest of the show.
I don't give a fuck about Kevin Durant.
Mikal Bridges, Brooklyn. Mikal Bridges.
I don't give a fuck about Mikal Bridges.
You should. He was the best player on your team for a year or 2.
Oh shit.
And how did that shit go?
It's not his fault. He was the best player on your team for a team or 2. Blame your owners.
I'm not even going to the Nets.
Yeah. We're going to the Nets. We're going to the Nets in the off season. That's the only time you can talk about them anyway.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
Harrison Barnes joined this crew. Julian Champagne, Bub Carrington, Neil Alexander Walker, Malik Beasley, Buddy Hield, and Jared Allen.
Oh wow.
Jared Allen. Amazing news. Buddy Hield. We're gonna talk more about this on Tuesday. We got some things to talk about. We want to be able to give you guys a show today, so we can talk about this before all the sports pundits do tomorrow. We want to be able to say it first. And I will leave you guys by first saying shout out to everybody who was able to watch the show both here on Twitch and also on YouTube as well. I want to say thank you to our hosts, the ever so light Brooklyn and the ever so dark Pharaoh, for being with us here today. It's just, if you look at us on screen, it's light brown darkness. You know what I'm saying? It just lines shade up. It's the shades. It's the shades. It just works. Pharaoh's a beautiful purple this evening. Brooklyn, stop for you turn pink. I am so happy that we were able to have an amazing show and talk about the playoffs. So many wild takes today. I'll leave you with this. Anthony Edwards don't want to be the face of the league. He ain't got to worry about that because he ain't making it to a second round. It's going to be an amazing show this week. Stay locked in. If you get fired this week, blame Russell Westbrook. It's surefire.
Can I blame Darvin Ham?
You got to blame Russell Westbrook. If you get fired this week, say it's Russ' fault. When your wife when you go home to your wife, say it's Russ's fault.
I'm blame Doc.
If Doc Rivers, I'm telling you right now, Pharaoh, we all got the Pacers beating them in the first round, except you.
I do.
Okay, except you. If they lose in this first round and Doc keeps this job, I swear to God, I'm gonna scream. And if he gets fired from this job, and when he gets fired from this job, if they give him a new job anywhere, I'm spazzing out. Doc Rivers, I don't want to see you on the Nuggets. I don't want to see you on the Grizzlies. I don't want to see you in a G League team, a WNBA team, an NCAA team. I don't want to see you coaching a new hire for a KFC roster. I don't want to see you in a McDonald's coaching. I don't want to see you nothing. I don't want to see you nowhere. I want to see you at home. I want to see you at home taking care of your kids, spending time with your stepson Paul George and your stepdaughter Austin Rivers. That's what I want you to do.
They gonna hire the coach Knicks.
Oh shit!
I swear to God, this man get more chances. This man get more chances than anybody I've ever seen in my entire life. While Mark Jackson is sitting at home. Somehow Mark Jackson lost the playoffs and he still got a better record than you. You are a historian loser. a historical loser. Y'all think I'm playing? The man got 10 games, 7 losses. That's an NBA record. He has 3 3-1 losses. That's an NBA record. He has 4 2-3 losses. That's an NBA record. This man is historically bad at coaching, and he's still getting jobs. If Doc Rivers get another job, I swear to God, I will go downstairs and I will piss on one of my cats.
Well, we're not gonna sing R. Kelly the Cats because Doc Rivers. Now, come on now.
Yo, what he sang out jail though was fire though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You said what?
Okay, Riley.
What you say, Pharaoh? What you say, Brooklyn?
What he's saying in jail though, what he released out of jail though was fire. I ain't gonna let nobody tell me that shit. That wasn't fire.
We ain't gonna talk too much about that.
I'm thinking about Riley on Boondocks. I'm a
That's exactly what I think about.
That's where I got it from. Expect a new YouTube video coming out from me on our Shatter Network YouTube page. If you aren't right now, make sure you're subscribed to the page. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm hoping that you are already subscribed to that page. Please make sure that you do. We got a commercial break going on, so I'm gonna give a commercial break for them. If you are already subscribed though on YouTube, you don't get commercial break. Shout out to you. So if you're on YouTube right now, please make sure you're subscribed and have a look out. Tomorrow I'll be dropping another YouTube video for the first time, and we're gonna be talking about a special team that's going into the playoffs this season. As you've probably seen from my energy, you probably know already who I'm gonna be talking about. So we got a YouTube video coming out tomorrow. The teams who did not make it this season, I'm going to be talking about you, especially the Suns. You dumpster fires got so many words for me, I promise you won't be able to stand up straight. So I'm so excited to be able to bring that to you coming up. Also, know your boy been working on books. I'm a writer. I'm writing some books. That's why you have not been able to get videos from me on YouTube as much. I've been really focused on a book that I'm about to release soon. I'm super duper excited about that. Pharaoh got a sneak peek of that book already,
bro.
And
It's
so
gonna be good.
I'm writing right now. Also working on music. If you did not know, the intro song you hear before the show, that is me. So I have music coming as well. I do everything, y'all. I do everything. I got out the streets. You know what I'm saying? But I would still punch a squirrel in the face. Anybody want to say anything before we end the show?
Yo, I hate squirrels. I tell you now, I hate squirrels.
What a God.
Me and squirrels got a thing going on, and we don't like each other. I tell you right now, I hate squirrels.
Swear to God.
Why are we hating on squirrels? What
Yo,
happened?
hold on, because they terrorize me. Every time a squirrel looks me dead in the eye, he looks me in the eye and they chase me. And I don't mind the squirrel. But
That's
when
because
they
you
start
scare them.
no, they don't like me. And if you don't like me, I
Because
don't
you
like
scare
you,
them.
respectfully. And
Pharaoh,
I ain't scared
I
nuts.
swear to God,
I'll
Pharaoh.
kick that squirrel in the face.
Pharaoh, I swear to God, bro.
Respectfully.
I would lead a possum home to my house with treats, raise them as my own, get them real big and strong, and then stick them on squirrels in the neighborhood.
I would train an army of raccoons in my house before just to battle the squirrel army. I like animals. I love animals. I love creatures.
Squirrels
I do
can
not
go.
like squirrels.
Squirrels can go.
Squirrels and hornets. There's no reason for a hornet.
There's no reason for hornets, flies, and squirrels with nuts in their mouth. It's just crazy. Squirrels are always
No reason.
they're ayo. You said that to me. Have you seen squirrels? They'll put 2 of them in there.
Yep.
Respectfully, I hate squirrels.
The whole
You said
series, the whole series for Ice Age was about that squirrel getting a nut. The whole series.
That's all he was worried about. He caused so much shit because of that one.
That one squirrel.
I don't like squirrels.
Bro, anything you want to say to people before we go?
Much love. We appreciate y'all for viewing. I see you, Ghosts. Appreciate y'all. See y'all Tuesday.
Absolutely.
Be ready.
YouTube, I'm gonna let you go right now. Thank you so much for being with us. Make sure you subscribe to the page and stick with us. About a minute and 14 seconds of straight greatness with you. And we thank you so much for being with us on the YouTube page. Please make sure you prepare for our more videos coming out. And make sure if you like the show and you love what you're seeing right now, you go and you watch the rest of the lives that has the rest of the shows for the past weeks on it as well. because for now on, Point A, Point B will be on both YouTube and Twitch. So you'll be able to enjoy that on YouTube, where for the second season, every episode will be saved on YouTube. So super excited for that. You guys will be able to keep those and be able to watch those whenever you want to, and be able to be with us and join in with us. Also, make sure you leave a comment of your most wildest take. Please leave your comment for your most wildest take for this playoffs. And next week, when we do Doing Too Much, the segment that brings asses to the seats, we will use your take and react to it live. So please make sure you leave a comment. If you on Twitch, do the same thing. Leave a comment. We want to react to your wild takes. What do you think is going to happen? Both NFL and NBA. We don't give a damn. Say it. It could be a WNBA take. Say it. And we're going to react to you right here. Also, make sure if you do subscribe to the Twitch page, you do get something that YouTube get videos. Twitch, you don't get those. But what you do get is the tag in method, okay? Which you are allowed. Now, YouTube family, come on over to Twitch too. Vice versa. Ain't nobody stop y'all from subscribing on both sides. Everybody stop y'all from doing that. But if you do, you get the tag in method. We'll add you onto our Discord, and you're able to come onto the show and go one-on-one with one of us, and it might be the great one, and that is me. And that is me. You see, Pharaoh ain't say nothing because he know he asked.
He know
you got to go one-on-one with me.
No, because hold on. No. Tones may be running this moderator show, but right now I'm the debate champion. I run this right now. I'm up 2-1. So you want to go against me? You can go ahead and talk all you want to talk right now, but the real numbers talk.
Hey,
wait.
What's understood on what you said?
People lie, but numbers don't lie.
Okay, I will say this though. When the debate happens though, it will be a scored game. You will not be going. It's not just like it will be scored. You can lose to a person from home. Just know that. Just know that.
You see that number down bottom? You see that 716-390-0739. You call that right now. You'll take on the reigning champion, me.
Okay. Not right now. I'm not answering shit right now. I hope you have an amazing day.
I got the game to watch.
YouTube, we done with you. Thank you so much for being with us. We love you so much.